American federal agents killed another American citizen in Minneapolis over the weekend. Eyewitness accounts and the accounting from the Trump administration are wildly contradictory. Meanwhile, Donald Trump has created what he calls his Board of Peace, with the price for a permanent seat at the table $1 billion. Kyle Matthews is with the Montreal Institute for Global Security. Hi, Kyle.
Hi.
So, Kyle, we've never used to talk about protests in the United States in this light, but where does this fall in the realm of human rights violations by the Trump government?
Well, we're beginning to see now a second American citizen who has been shot at point blank range, lost his life. It stirred an enormous amount of anger in the United States, even coming from those that are Republican, that are not buying some of the lies that basically the U.S. government has said, or the Trump administration has said, that he was carrying a concealed weapon, which is legal in the U.S. So this is really mounting up. It's polarized, but we should be very concerned. We've dealt with months and months of dangerous rhetoric towards migrants and those who are trying to protect them. So this is entering dangerous territory.
Comparisons have been made to protests during the Arab Spring. Do you think that's fair?
I don't quite agree with the comparison to Arab Spring. That dealt with the whole region, numerous countries that were under dictatorships for decades and decades. What we're seeing now is really a breakdown of democracy in the U.S. and increasing dangerous rhetoric from the administration, and with almost a parallel police force that's targeting people in what are called sanctuary cities or democratic cities. So it's a scary situation, but I wouldn't quite compare it to the Arab Spring.
Okay, now I want to ask you about Donald Trump's Board of Peace. What can you tell us about the countries who are or who might be involved, and how much power it might have?
Yeah, so this Trump unveiled this at the Davos summit. It's bypassing the UN. He invited France to participate. There's a $1 billion buy-in. France said no. Canada was invited. Canada said maybe if money goes to Palestinians. But it really is a crackpot of strange countries from Central Asia, including Vladimir Putin, who's invading Ukraine. What does he have to do with peace? That's $1 million question. But it really is a hodgepodge of not the U.S.'s traditional allies, but a bunch of strange countries, some dictatorships, some not, that are trying to curry favor with the president.
Trump has made it clear that he's got no use for the United Nations. Can this board actually pose a threat to the UN, or might it actually strengthen it, do you think?
I think we're at a point now where the U.S. is leaving the UN. It's cut funding to the UN. I don't think this Board of Peace is going to endanger the UN per se, but it does give us an indication of where the U.S. government is going, and that it simply does not care about the P5, the permanent five of the Security Council, which also include France and the United Kingdom.
Overall, Kyle, how seriously do you think we should be taking this Board of Peace?
Well, I think we should take it seriously because it's a cockamamie scheme of seems to try to create a real estate deal on the backs of Palestinians, and don't even have a seat at the table. So it doesn't seem to me like it's really going to succeed. It seems like it's a vanity project, and I'm very, very skeptical of whether it's going to achieve anything at all.
Okay, thank you very much for this, Kyle.
Thank you.